Hey guys, here with part 2 of how to make the exo-skin. I'm gonna do kind of a short video for the lower limb. This part you're gonna need to do times 2. Okay, start off, you need to get one of these Glutorian necks. Here's on camera. Okay, put a 3-rod through it so it's in the middle. Put that off to the side. Next, you take one of these. Whoa, wow. Okay, take one of these small L's, put a 3-rod into the side, the top part of the L, so you should have the bottom part of the L facing in that direction, left. Okay. Put a black pin into the top hole. Make sure it's the farthest in the back, so you should have one, so it should look like this. Should have an open pin, open hole, pin, open hole, and then you should have the 3 axles sticking out of it. Should look like that. Get a good look of it. Take the Glutorian neck, slide the axle into the hole. Should look like this now. Put it to the side. Next up, we will build a piece that connects it together. First, you need one of these little pieces that has 2 holes on the top, then an axle on the side. Put a 3-pin on the top, so you should have the 3-pin in the center with an open hole, open axle. Next, you take a 5-axle, put a stopper, so it should be 1 1 3 1 1 3. Okay, said that twice just to make sure. Okay, put it in there. Put another stopper. Looks like this. Put that into the L. Put it into the open hole in the L. So it should look at this. Now you get the small L. Another small L. Put a pin in the same spot as the other L. Plug it in. So it should look like something like this. Now you're gonna need a piece that looks kind of like this. Let me just get these parts out of there first. It's kind of like an L shape also, but it's flat with a small little piece gapping out of it. It's on the axle. Get a good look of it. On the lower piece that's flat, put a 2-pin with a stopper on it, or a 2-axle, I mean. Put it until the pin hits. Should look like that. Get another axle. So get a 4-axle, I mean. Put a stopper on it, so it should be 1 1 2. Do that so it looks like this. Plug it into the axle in the front, or the axle hole in the front. Plug the 2-axle right here. Plug this into this. Should look like something like that. Now take a little joint that looks like this. Should have an axle hole here. Put 2-axle with a stopper. Should look like something like that. Plug that into the axle. The axle rod with the L's going back. So it should look like this. Okay, so you should have a part that looks like this. Next, you take a paraca foot. Take a piece that looks like this, has an axle hole on the top and one on the bottom. Plug it into the top axle right here. Plug it there and put it into the axle. Take 2 metric feet, put these 2 holes, this and this, into these 2 pegs right here, the peg here and the axle here. Should look like that. So this hole should be open. Do the mirror effect on this side. Okay, so that's the lower limb. Do this times 2 and you got the both lower limbs. Okay, that's gonna be the end of part 2. Hope you guys understood everything, and see you next part.